Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 of this big book haul that I've had to split up into 3 different videos. I'll link the first 2 videos that I've done down in the description box and up in a little card if I do remember to put that in there. But I think after this one, I'll be done going over all the books that I've recently bought. These have just been accumulating in the last couple of months, and like I said, it's been kind of a big book haul. A lot of these I bought, well, yeah, I bought all of these at the used bookstore, and I have quite a few to go through, so I'm just going to get started. The first one that I have here at the top is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith, and I found this great copy. It's just a beautiful used edition at Goodwill. I paid $1 for this, and I've heard a ton about this book, especially from Katie from Life Between Words. I'll have her channel linked down below, but she has raved about this book, and I think she even did like a read along on her channel. And so I'm really excited to get to it because this is one of those classics that I've been meaning to get to and I just haven't for some reason. So I'm glad that I have a copy on my shelf. The next one I have here is House Made of Dawn by M. Scott Momaday. And this is a book that I picked up at a Goodwill, and I didn't do a lot of research on it. And I read the back synopsis and I picked it up, and that's so rare for me to do that nowadays. Nowadays, when I pick up a book, I look it up on Goodreads. I try to do a little Googling on the author or something like that. But this book, I just read the back synopsis and I decided that I wanted to read it. It was only $1 at Goodwill, and I'll read the back synopsis in case you guys are curious because I have never heard of this book. And it says, House Made of Dawn, which won the Pulitzer Prize in 1969, tells the story of a young American Indian named Abel, home from a foreign war and caught between two worlds. One, his father's, wedding him to the rhythm of the seasons and the harsh beauty of the land. The other, of industrial America, goading him into a compulsive cycle of dissipation and disgust. And that's like all that it says. And so I was just instantly curious. I don't know why. I hope to get to sometime in the next decade. I feel like my TBR is just growing and growing, but I do hope to get to this one sometime this year, hopefully. Next one here is kind of a beat up copy of What We Talk About When We Talk About Love Stories by Raymond Carver. And I've heard a lot about this author in terms of short story collections. I think he's really well known for his short stories, and out of all of his collections, this is the one that I hear the most about. This looks to be like a library copy that I found at my used bookstore, and it was on sale for $1, so I picked it up. I have a love-hate relationship with short story collections and short stories in general. They're very hit or miss for me, but I do remember that I have at least one collection that I've really enjoyed, and so I just keep hoping that there will be a collection that I really enjoy, and I'm hoping this one will be one of them just because apparently this author is really well known because of his short stories, so we shall see. The next one that I have here I picked up because Hillary from Your Robot Friend, we were at a used bookstore in San Francisco and she recommended this book, and it's Caramelo by Sandra Cisneros. And I just love this cover. I think it's such a captivating cover. And what I did at the bookstore is I read the first couple of, I think it was like the first 2 pages, and I really loved the writing style, so I picked it up. The only other book that I've read by Sandra is The House on Mango Street, which is really well known, but I really want to read more of her fiction. So I thought that this would be great for my Latin authors project, and like I said, I really enjoyed the first 2 pages that I did read. The next 2 books are also Latin authors. This one is The House on the Lagoon by Rosario Ferre, and she is a Puerto Rican author, which right away captivates my interest because I'm Puerto Rican and I don't really hear a lot about Puerto Rican authors on, well, anywhere. So I'm really curious about this. I've heard mixed reviews, but I'm hopeful. The next one that I have here was such a great and exciting find for me because I recently did a video on books by Latin authors that are on my radar, and this book happened to be one of those books. So this is Perla by Carolina de Robertis, and it's this beautiful edition. I picked this up at Goodwill as well. This is a story about a kind of like a war that happened in Argentina. I think they're called the Argentinian Dirty Wars, and I have never heard anything about that. And this is about a character that is directly affected by the war and the outcome of the war. and it's one of those stories where a stranger shows up and changes everything, and I love those types of stories. I'm really excited about this. It will be my first book by Carolina de Robertis, and she has several other books, so it will be really exciting. If I do end up enjoying this, I can pick up something else by her. And the last one that I have here has absolutely nothing to do with all the other books. It's actually a fantasy, and this is Daughter of the Forest by Juliette Marilier. I hope that's how you say her name. But this edition I got at thriftbooks.com, which is a great resource for anybody that likes used books but doesn't really have a lot of options in terms of used bookstores nearby. If you're into buying used books, if you don't mind buying used books, then thriftbooks.com is a great resource. I'll have their have their address linked down below. I don't really know a lot about this book. Apparently it's book 1 of the Seven Waters trilogy. And when I looked it up on Goodreads, it had like a ton of reviews, and it's usually good reviews, so I'm hopeful that I can enjoy this as well. I have no idea where I'm gonna get to this one, to be honest, but yeah, I saw it at thriftbooks.com and I thought I would give it a shot. So those are all of the books that I've picked up. Finally, I'm so relieved I've finally gotten through this massive book haul. Let me know down in the comments if you've read any of these or if you have any recommendations for me. I love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.